What's good, y'all? So recently I've been getting quite a few people ask me about my settings, my resolution of my crosshair and this that. So today I'm gonna run over a full in-depth settings video of everything you guys need to know. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's get into the Roblox side of things. I play at 0.26 sensitivity. My graphics quality is all the way up. And now for the sniper duel settings, which these are pretty important. I'm gonna scroll through them relatively slowly so you guys can copy them down. I'm gonna go over all the important ones and show what they do. All right, so disable shadows, all this like visual stuff I have it enabled. Besides for breaking glass, this is also personal preference. Just default field of view, like 110 max. Aim FOV, this is pretty important, but this is also personal preference as well. I have it set to 60. I feel like that's a sweet spot for me. Scope hidden just provides better visibility whenever you ADS. It removes your scope when you're ADSing and only leaves your crosshair. Team characters, this is pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't really matter what you have this on, but enemy characters, this is a must. What it does is whenever you go into the shooting range and you see those red characters, how they're like default, just the blocky characters and not like the skinny whatever characters that people just have on, it makes every single enemy the default character. Disable camera animations is a must whenever you're running around, your screen isn't like shaking. None of this really matters besides for HUD scaling. As you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory as well. Most of these settings are pretty straightforward. Disable scope tilt, that's whenever you're moving left and right while you're ADS, it's not gonna like tilt your scope. Volume, it's whatever you guys want. I buy audio mix on boost high because I feel like it gives me the best sound for like footsteps and just audio cues and everything like that. None of this matters if you're on PC really, besides for like, well, actually no, it does matter. Enable aim assist, it doesn't matter, it's just a default setting that's already enabled. This is all personal preference as well. Auto sprint have on, up and scrolling on. Aim sensitivity, this is the most important part in my opinion. But 0.395 sensitivity on 800 DPI, so it's relatively fast for some people. It depends what your preferences are, but it's just what I like. Aim sensitivity FOV, this is a must. This is so your sensitivity doesn't get messed up depending on your FOV. And all this down here is all personal preference, so this doesn't really matter that much. And yeah, that's my settings. So now I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get a custom resolution. But first of all, this is specifically if you're on PC and you have a NVIDIA graphics card. If you don't have a NVIDIA graphics card, you can go look it up for like an AMD graphics card or whatever graphics card you have. But if you have a NVIDIA graphics card, this is for you. So all right, so firstly what you want to do is you want to type in NVIDIA control panel. It should already be on your PC. If it's not, go ahead and download it. It should be pretty simple to download it. So what you want to do is you go to change resolution. I already have my resolution. I plan 1440 by 1440. It's a 1:1 aspect ratio, so it's pretty stretched. What you want to do is first you go to adjust desktop size and position, and then you want to make sure it'll be on aspect ratio. Make sure you set it to full screen so you don't have black bars on the left and right side of your screen, and just change the refresh rate, whatever your monitor's refresh rate is. And then for the resolution, just put it on 1920 by 1080, just native resolution. Now that you have those settings applied, what you want to do is you want to go to change resolution, you go to customize, you enable this box, and then you hit OK. You go back in, create custom resolution. Now, what you could do, a default stretch resolution, which would be 4:3 aspect ratio, would be 1440 by 1080. So what you want to do is you want to put 1080 in this vertical lines box, and then you put 1440 in this horizontal pixels box. So, and then you put your refresh rate to your max monitor's refresh rate, and then that's all you do. You hit test, and then it'll make your screen go black. I already have the resolution, so I'm not gonna test it, or I'm not gonna make a new one. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to hit test. It'll make your screen go black. It'll put the resolution on, and then you'll hit OK, and it'll save to your PC. So what then you could do from there is you can hit cancel, go back out. Your resolution should pop up under custom resolution in here, and you could either change it through here, or you can go to your PC's display settings, your default Windows display settings, and it should pop up there, and you can change your resolution from there. So that's the resolution for you guys. All right, and next for my crosshair, I've been getting questions about my crosshair a bunch. So this little yellow dot in the middle of my screen, it really helps me a lot in my opinion. So what you want to do is you want to head over to Steam and you go to Crosshair X. It does cost money, unfortunately. I think it's like $3 to $7. It shouldn't be too much, but there's also alternatives like Crosshair V2 here. This is the free alternative if you guys don't want to pay for Crosshair X, but in my opinion, Crosshair X is very worth it. So what you do once you have the app is you go to your Crosshair X and you see a bunch of crosshairs pre-saved by other creators or just famous crosshairs. You can pick from any of these. and you can also customize them. Or you can click these sub tabs. See top pro crosshairs, like these are all customizable as well. These are all like just professional crosshairs that a bunch of people use, really famous crosshairs. So once you've picked your crosshair, you can go into the designer and you can change a bunch of things. So you can see I select my crosshair. I'm gonna go to the center dot. All right, this is this crosshair. I can change the opacity, I can change the diameter, whatever you want. Yeah, you can pretty much do whatever you want with the crosshair. It's all personal preference, so you just find a crosshair that you like, edit it to your preference, and it should be pretty simple from there. And that's the crosshair side of things. So for the next thing I'm gonna go over is your performance. So we're gonna go back to the NVIDIA control panel, and first what you want to go to manage 3D settings. This is very important. All right, so first what you want to do in NVIDIA control panel is go to adjust image settings with preview, go to here. And what you want to do is you want to click this option, the bottom option, and then slide the slider all the way down to performance and then click apply. And then next, after you do that, you're going to go to manage 3D settings. And then I'm just going to scroll down these settings and you guys can copy them. These are my personal settings. I get the most FPS with these settings. So let's get into it. I'm going to just scroll down slowly. All right, so that's my 3D settings. Some of these settings might not throw up for you. So this G-Sync setting, this is only distinct to my monitor. So I have a monitor with G-Sync, which is a Samsung Odyssey G4. It's 240 hertz. It's a really good monitor. I'd suggest it, but not all monitors have this option. And next, this is another really good thing you can do inside of NVIDIA control panel. You can go to adjust video color settings, which I personally don't use anymore after they changed it. It used to be really simple, but it's a little different now. You can change your whole like screen's color, all the like the color corrections, stuff like that. You can do whatever you want with it. And yeah, it's gonna pretty much do it for the NVIDIA control panel side of things. And another thing, if you have a NVIDIA graphics card, make sure you're updating your graphics card drivers. This is very important. You need to be updated on all the updates so that your driver is not lagging, it's not stuttering or just having any performance problems. And if you guys don't know how to do that, I'm gonna show you the most simple way. So what you want to do is you go to the NVIDIA app. If you don't have the NVIDIA app, you can just search up NVIDIA app download and it'll just be right there. As you can see, I have a driver's update, which I have missed. It's very important to keep up to date on these things and check them pretty much weekly. So what you do is you click download and it'll, after it's finished downloading, it'll ask you to express installation or custom installation. You want to click express installation. And then so after the graphics update is done installing, make sure you always restart your computer or else your computer might be laggy. But after you restart it, it should be perfectly fine. All right, and the next thing is make sure you guys are checking your startup apps so you don't have any random background apps running while you're playing the game. So what you guys are gonna wanna do is head over to Task Manager and you're gonna wanna go to Startup Apps and make sure, just scroll through these, like as you can see, like Xbox, like Spotify, all these like random apps that you just like don't need on the start of your computer and you can just manually open whenever you want. You should make sure you right click them and click disable, because like things like Copilot or like Microsoft To Do, I don't know, Microsoft Teams, just all these random apps like Lunar Client, just VPNs and stuff. You can manually open those yourself. Those are not things that need to run whenever your PC starts up. And another thing, whenever you start up your PC, go to processes inside Task Manager and make sure you're just running through your processes. So you can click one of these drop downs, for instance, memory, you can click it and it'll show you the top things from like descending that are taking up the most memory. So you can right click some things that you don't need, like I don't need this, I don't need this. And just like you could just disable things. You could turn them off that are running in the background to your PC that you just do not need. And it'll make sure your PC is running a lot better. But the only thing you guys should not be disabling and turning off is these like service hosts, like things like these, like that are like Windows, just like very, very easily distinctable apps that you know are like Windows. It shouldn't be too hard to tell. All right, and the next thing I'm gonna go over is keybinds. So there is no keybinds in this game, unfortunately. They should be getting added soon. At least I hope. I've heard some things about it. But what you could do is if your keyboard allows it, you can download your keyboard software and you could change your keybinds from there. So for instance, I have a certain keyboard which allows me to change my keybinds from its software. And I changed my 2 key to my 3 key. So whenever I press 3, it presses 2 so that I can switch between my weapons with 1 and 3 more easily, because that's just what I'm used to. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the settings. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to know. But these are just all my main settings that I run and they work the best for me. So You can experiment with yourself, or you can look up other videos on other people's settings. If you're confused about anything I said in the video, there's so many other videos that will show you how to do the things more in depth than what I just showed you. And I'm sure there's a lot better performance changes that you could do, so let me know in the comments if you guys like have any special settings that you guys like to run that maybe I don't use. Also, I appreciate the love that you guys have been showing on the recent videos I've been posting, and let me know in the comments if you guys have any video ideas you want to suggest to me. But yeah, it's gonna do it for the video. Peace.